This shit is on that Facebook shit, man. Just like I was saying, man, I gotta educate my dog on this Facebook shit. You can get it on Facebook, and you know what I'm saying. My nigga, he got a skill and shit, and you can promote yourself on Facebook. You feel me? But you can also do a lot of stupid shit on Facebook, and we do have to remember that the CIA and the motherfuckers went before Congress and said, yes, Google, Facebook, all that shit. These is programs that's our programs. They didn't want to stand up and just lie straight to Congress. So they told Congress the truth. We still use these products today, knowing that they're CIA ops. How did Donald Trump get a hold of all of that? He's a presidential candidate. That's how he got a hold of all of that shit. They all get it. They all get certain kind of access when they become candidates. And that's if you believe all that shit. That's another story altogether. But this Facebook shit is a trap. It puts you in a... People don't like you just because of that. Just because of some of the shit I say, you think motherfuckers like me? Fuck no. I don't know if they'll give me a dime. I don't know. I bet the blind leading the blind. They might give me money for this. I don't know. I should probably try. But this platform is dying. You can obviously see that. And I wonder where it's all going to go. You know what I'm saying? Facebook, all these feedback loops that people are talking about, pleasure feedback loops, because people, you know what people have been... See, I'm going to break this shit down for you. You know what people have been starving for? Attention, because they're not paid attention to. So this is why they tried to get the goddamn attention, because they're not paid attention to. Everything just goes in its fucking motion, and nobody's paying attention to the fucking nobody. And that's the reason why families break up in every kind, whether it's the woman leaving the man, or the man leaving the woman, or the children leaving the family, or whichever way you want to fucking break it down, man. This is why. This is why it goes global. This is why you create icons and idols. Idols. They're telling you what it is. It's idols. People that you worship. People that you want to be like. How the fuck can you want to be like a fucking human being that would kill themselves? It's been plenty of them that's killing themselves and want to kill themselves right now. Tell me the answer to that. How can you want to be somebody that is deep down miserable? Even though you see all of the glitter and the fame and the money, and these people are miserable. Take it even a step further. They're actors. They've been acting all their life. Coming to find out they don't even have as much money as you think they have. It's only a few. And that's the way this world gonna work. Look at where it's going. This is exactly where God said it was going. This is where it was always going. And it's too many of you, so we had to kill some of you off. Hey, look, I don't know if they got a weather weapon or not, or I don't know if they even prepared for God's reckoning of this earth. But as soon as he knocked the shit down, what do? They build it again. This is where they get they can just loop it forever. Knock the shit down and build it again. Knock the shit down and build it again. And we just in these goddamn loops. And motherfuckers need to wake the fuck up. And I know this shit started about Facebook, but everything is interconnected to everything, man. Don't you know this? What? Don't you know there's a such thing as mind washing? But I don't think the people that's using it know what it is. It's ancient witchcraft. That's what it is. So all your like rappers doing all this shit in the goddamn videos, these motherfuckers don't know. They got shit that the devil attacking them on. So they just go on with the flow so they can get the bag, so they can stay on top of the money situation. But money is not everything. I believe God speaks through generations. In old times, it did mean say man should not live by bread alone. So just because you hungry and just because you thirsty, but it grew in meaning. It grew with the time. I believe he was personally talking to black people. He was saying man should not live by money alone. It turns us into freaking buffoons. Why? You can't serve two masters. A rich man wouldn't know how to humble himself unless he didn't have money. A rich man wouldn't recognize when a nigga say, hey, let's go. But no money at all. If a nigga just was like, shit, we finna go be bigger than life. Let's go. How many will follow? Do you know? I don't know. Because unless you put it under a struggle, we don't even know if Martin Luther King stepped down and said, oh, but I believe all of this was planned. All of this seems like a big ass ball in a game. Why? Because this was what Martin Luther King wanted was integration. If God never wanted you to be like the world, how is that the same? See, this is why I'm saying it seems like a ball of lies. Integration is never what God wanted. Why? Because you'll slowly shift over to their side like it happened millions of years every time. He didn't want you to shift. He wanted you to be set apart. So this is what he was talking about. When white people wanted segregation, black people should have wanted segregation too. They just wanted to be free men. For real. You just don't go over there. You don't go over here. But for the ones that want to go back and forth, let them. Don't kill them and hang them from trees. For real. But a large portion did want to be segregated. But they wanted rights. But this led into integration, which changed everybody ideology into one. And it left deep lines in it so it could crack it at any time it wanted. This is why they can push racism and get you to do exactly what they want. They want y'all to fight so that they can say that it's martial law. Then the military steps in. Hey, if they need help, United Nations. This has all been done before in other countries, man. People don't understand that. But I ain't got time to teach you everything. You know what I'm saying? It's just like once you start peeling it back, you see everything is woven into itself. And mostly what God is saying is true. And I ain't saying mostly, I'm saying I ain't discovered all the truths. I haven't found them to be wrong, not once. So, shit. You just gotta go on that journey, I guess. But the more I understand life, the more I disdain this stuff. Because everybody, they're faking it. They're really about money. Ain't no real love there. If you was demask that hoe, it'll probably just be a spark. That's what it is. It's just and all kind of demons are just feeding on the fucking spark. Man, on a spark. Why? Because everybody think that they're the righteous people, and everybody thinks that everybody is just so holier than thou. It's like, what the fuck? Like, if I had to judge myself, I would still lose. But I understand. I'm not trying to act like I'm holier than thou. I don't need colors or nothing. It's just like it can come from anywhere. What if a child was to tell you what was right? Ain't it still right? I mean, it's just real. I mean, we can agree. People probably shouldn't smoke by now. If a child told you, "Goddamn, man, you shouldn't smoke," would that still not be right? I mean, what are we going here? At the very least, they used to say, stay out of grown folks' business. Can't do that when you're a parent, man. But to be able to break it down and be like, well, this is an addiction. You should never do this and never pick this up because you can't stop. But you can't tell them that, huh? Or it's hard to stop. It's very hard to stop. Ain't that you can't do. But we ain't never going to break down these addictions because we barely even see them. And the white people calling the police on black people. This shit is becoming a trend. They barely even see it. To them, it's nothing wrong. Us not treating each other like we don't all bleed red. You know what I'm saying? In the Old Testament, if you understand God, you get it. God said, I'm about to show my power. Well, tell me when he stopped. I can tell you. It was right around the time after Jesus' death. It just stopped. Why? Because Jesus said it is done. So it was no need for him to show his power on the earth anymore. Somebody had completed God's challenge. So God gave the keys to that motherfucker. Which so happened to be himself in a body because nobody could do it. So this led to a whole escaping of it all. And you don't see how we've been corrupted because we've been covered in it. It's like when you come in this world, when this man said it's not that you were born with sin, I don't think. It's that you're born into a life, everything around you sins. You're going to sin. It's inevitable. You know, you might not do it now, but you're going to do it later. Put it like that. You know what I'm saying? You're going to do it later. If you're around all sinful things, then you're going to sin. See, Jesus was different. He was isolated from birth. He came having all the desires of a man, but the Spirit was always with him. Always. And whoever that person was that he made, that I believe is basically possession or close to it. You know what I'm saying? But he was a willing participant. People, yeah, you get possessed by God. Yeah, you can be possessed with God. When they say he was filled with the Holy Spirit, what do you think that means? You're possessed by God. I think it was Samson. He was gonna let it go, and he was like, "Damn, I don't want to give up this goddamn much." And God was like, "Nah, nigga, I ain't having it." Nah, they tricked you, and they went behind your back and stole it from your girl that was being ripped, and I ain't having it because I seen all that. And he was possessed by God to do what he did. As of in the future, I don't think that is. I think it's only like some moment stuff, and it's not killing because it's understanding of it's a way out. Because the world has 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 basically eaten everyone, but it's a way out. It's corrupted everyone almost down to their fucking core, and you can see this today. You see the type of news stuff they put out, and it's only to make other people crazier. The people that's not affected by this is looking at this is like, this is madness. What the hell? People are really doing this because they're really doing it, though. Man, the point where we start killing people and shooting at people over chicken sandwiches is ridiculous. And the crazy part is, it's going to get a lot worse once this famine drop in. It's going to get, I'm serious. Motherfuckers going to be killing motherfuckers for Kansas. Now, it might not be in my lifetime. At this point, I'm about 34, 35. You feel me? It might not be in my lifetime. But I am telling you, I am dead serious. When a motherfucker say, you know what I'm saying, we living in the last days, you should listen to them. Why? Because we was living in the beginning of the last days. Not my generation, but our parents and even our great grandparents, they seen the beginning of the destabilization of it all. And they try to tell us, and we just helped it. We fucking helped it. And that's what I can't get around. We freaking helped it. It look, wasn't nothing changed without our motherfucking approval. In our generation and the next. So we didn't approve this type of crazy, and we gotta pay for it. You reap what you sow. Even I got problems, but I don't think it'll be in my demise. Why? Because as high as we're trying to go, why are we trying to go up there? For what? If humble is what God wants, why do we try to keep going up there? What's the point? I might have discovered the secret to a riddle, man. The fuck we keep going up there for? If we're just gonna get knocked out the goddamn sky. Hey, then you start with, we always look. Then you weigh pros and cons, right? You weigh pros and cons. Well, you go up there, you'll be financially set. You can do what you want. You can buy a house, but you probably will never and have love like you would have it on the bottom. People that is flawed around you will be exposed at the bottom. At the top, you'll never see them. They be like thieves all over you. God damn, they trying to get to the bag. Hey, even when you weigh your pros and cons, people that are rich, have money, and I'm pretty sure there's a couple people on their ass and some shit in their past they probably did. What makes you kill yourself? Tell me. If you a celebrity, what make you kill yourself? I don't care how jumping that party was. You know I shouldn't do no more cocaine. I am at my max. Most of the time, you know. Like, I'm just gonna go past my max. I've done it before. Why can I expect other people not to? You feel me? But this is the point. We're already born into sin. We're already born into a world where it's already this. See, look, this is what I'm saying. Back in Jesus' times, motherfuckers knew it was entities. Somewhere after Jesus' time, motherfuckers forgot that it was other fucking things. And the new motherfuckers couldn't explain it, so they buried it. We're finding out they're fucking huge ass people. They never told you that at the beginning, though. Because now it all just melts together. They showed you dinosaurs. Hey, them bones can go however you want to construct them. But if we want to construct them bitches right, we had to have the full body. And it's true that they were deformed. They wasn't exactly right. But the more they kept mixing with mankind, the more they came down to earth to what you see today. Don't mean that it's never anything that has man blood in it has a possibility to escape. Doesn't matter if you're tall, small, Asian, black, white. You don't understand. Even if, let's just say, and that's a big if, you know what I'm saying, black people are descendants of it. He already grafted Gentiles into this. So even some of them are going on. But see, this is why he gets you to accept peace so much. Because you'll be at peace because it won't be no more persecution. Well, what if you're a slave? If you're in the kingdom of heaven, all this stuff is just going to come. What type of work are you really going to do? Bring it to them? It's going to grow by itself. I mean, what type of work, even if you was a slave in heaven, what type of work will you do? Nah, if you can answer that question, what fucking type of work? You finna go 10 fields that grow themselves? That are bountiful and plenty? And this is what a slave job would look like. Bountiful and plenty. You ain't harvesting for money. You ain't harvesting for none of that shit. We go pick 5 of them motherfuckers and bring that shit on. You gonna make them suffer for what? They may have to serve in some kind of way, but it's a hierarchy. It's always been. The people that suffer the most for God he's gonna put in high positions. And this is just and you think suffering for God is easy. Not in this world. But they'll string your ass up on the cross so fucking fast. Ride for God for real. It feel like this nigga left your ass. But he ain't leave. He there. He's watching the whole thing. You say, look at that nigga. Because God like to brag too. He did this with Job. He bragged. Not only did he brag, he took all the protection. He said, man, hit him with all you got. Like I say, man, I would like to meet one of them cats because them some devoted people. We've lost our devotion, but God understands. He understands you've been cut off from these type of people in your life. And everybody else got it backwards because they want something. But what do you want, Mike? I would tell you what I want, God. I just want to be straight with my cousin and my family if I can do all of that. If I had a wish, I could make that wish and make everything work. Because everything already does work. We're thinking backwards. The reason that it doesn't work is because we're divided. Well, we were together, it would work. It would always work. It works every time. Everybody else is going. See, I have to break that statement down. Everybody else is going everywhere else. I ain't even trusting it exactly what my parents is, but I know how she trained them. Everybody has flaws. And there are big ones coming out now. But it's just the way motherfuckers feel. And once you get in the age-old round of that shit, it's just crazy. It's about how motherfuckers feel. You're dealing with women, it's about how they feel. In the age-old wine, you don't want to sip, boy. You start winning motherfuckers is caring and shit. See, because I don't know, because they pick up other teams and then they be playing for them, and then they like the other teams because the other teams give them whatever the fuck they need, and then it becomes a whole debacle. I don't nobody want to break that up. Why? Because it's all a big network anyway. But the fact that you're trying to do that shit, you probably got like 10 charges you don't want to deal with. Think it ain't gonna all come out. At least I'm trying to deal with my charges right now. Nobody want to test me because I'm on Fireball. And that shit sucks. Why? Because I really want to not burn people up when I touch them. For real. Oh, you burn my hand, run off. I'd rather not do that, but this is the only way we're going to be real about it. This is the only way to fix things. In any zone, it don't make no difference what zone you in. If we don't start being honest, it's always going to end up in a debacle. So, I'm on age old. Probably lie. Shit gets real. Hey, you bite, they tend to bite back, man. or tend to bite back. But I would have to just tell you, my God is a soldier. And no amount of blood you spill gonna save you for your fate. Even killing me. You've killed so many others. But I don't intend on dying today. Even if the dogs hit me. I don't intend on dying today. So, why? Because it's not my time to die, man. I ain't seen overcoming yet. But I am going to overcome. Eddie Lauren here said I will get out of all your boxes. Because that's all they are. I wouldn't say that they were idle. I believe threats to be threats. But my God is a soldier. Shout out to God, Yahshua Mashiach. At the end of his day, I'm sorry I did not do everything you wanted today. But as you can see, I did not work. I only try to pull an ass out of a pit sometimes. And that's Mike out, man.